And I happen to know that you actually held the original vision for it, and you're the one making the phone calls to find the people to do the pieces of it. Did you not know that this is what people do when they're doing leadership?
Well, yes, I am aware that is a way to lead, and I think if that were a leadership style, that would be something I would aspire to do, without a doubt. Yeah,
It
but
is. It's a
but it
leadership
is
style.
it's amazing. I've also been thinking about strength because I've had some surgeries recently, and I'm starting to feel like myself again after that. And I had two of them that I had like generals for, and so that really
Mhm.
knocked me flat in a way that I'm not used to being knocked flat. Um, and I just like it took a while to feel like myself again. And as soon as you start to feel strong, um, it's amazing how that just increases, right? And I sort of feel it's the same with collaboration. Like as soon as you start to collaborate, then somebody else has a great idea, and then somebody else piles on, and it's contagious. So
Right.
it might have been me at the start, but now it's branched off and gone in like another, like everybody's kind of participating and leading in their own right, right?
Right.
And
No,
I
I
think
yeah.
like a tree, right? That's what you want.
I understand. I think I understand what you're saying because was often in a position where like what I said, people took it way more seriously than they should take it. In fact, I used to have to tell people who were analysts or, in at CIA. And when I was in a senior position, they would sort of, interpret every word I said. And I go, look, I'm often just thinking out loud. And please don't take it as gospel. Please don't believe that this is the way I think we need to go. I welcome your correction. I welcome your addition, so forth and so on. Uh, Understandably, most people in an organization don't trust the leader when they say something like that. They they
Yeah.
go, the leader is just creating a trap. It's an Admiral Akbar moment. It's a trap. And
Yeah.
so I was always happiest when I said something like that, and then people just started riffing on it, and it
Yeah.
went off and got its own momentum and went in a direction I had never anticipated or intended. For
Yeah.
me, those were tremendous successes. And the
Yes.
role of the leader in that process is I mean it's instrumental, I guess. It's like it's necessary, but I can't come up with the right word, but it's just like a spark.
I was just
You
going to say
want
kindling. We're
Yeah,
kindling,
that's it. Yeah. That's You're just like
right?
a little spark and then
Yeah.
off they go. And
Yes.
that's good. That's perfect. You
That's
know?
exactly, well, and you could not be happier when you see the fire raging, right?
Yes,
Like
that's right.
that's what you want. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
I can give you like a specific example on this thing. I was like, let's do something where all these people get involved and you want to see all of them, you want them all in one place. And it's almost like a festival that you want to go to,
Right, right.
right? Like all the different musicians in one spot. And it's like the best festival ever. Let's do that.
Mhm.
And I mentioned it to two of the graphic designers I work with. And they're like, but we're talented and we do things. And they're like, let us get involved. We'll make a concert poster. And I was
Wow.
like, that'll be amazing. So we started riffing on that. And then I got a text from one of them like later, and she's like, hey, I have a great idea. Let's take that poster and let's turn it into puzzles for the people that attend.
Oh,
And I was
nice. I
like,
like
oh my
that.
that's
God, that's so
awesome.
cool.
Right? Isn't that so cool? And I'm like, that's exactly the kind of thing that I love it when you feel comfortable to say your crazy ideas and people take them seriously and hear them. And then they take their own special magic and put it on top of it. And
Right,
it just
right.
snowballs, right?
So
I,
I
those are the
think
best moments.
I am I am so okay. Carmen and I talk a lot about leadership on this show and different ways to do it. And I'm so struck by the different conversations we have with women and men. And I'm sorry to be so gendered about it, but like I'm not going to apologize because it's also true. We have very different conversations about this. And it's just so striking. And
It's
and that women
so
tend
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe it's the women and men we pick. I'm not gonna generalize to the rest of the planet, but women that we've picked so far are talking about the joy of collaboration and seeing this creative thing emerge and sharing responsibility. And here we go, we're doing this project together. And that's different from how now some men have talked about the importance of collaboration, but it feels different. It feels
Yes.
still more like, also, but I,
Constraint.
and there's this piece that doesn't get taken care of with the all collaborative approach. And it's this when things go well, it's awesome. When things go poorly, who's responsible? We saw this recently with the Secret Service grilling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
she offered, as far as I understand, she offered her resignation originally, it wasn't accepted. Then she had this grilling and then she offered it again and it was accepted. And it's just sort of like there was this, so who's responsible? Well, who's in charge?
Yeah.
Do you not read all of the detailed, security arrangements? And it's like, well, of course not. That would be incredibly stupid to have one person in charge of all the detailed security
Yeah.
arrangements because that person could be compromised. But anyway, um, it 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 is it is interesting that women on average are coming from this place of almost hope, like look what we can create, whereas the men on average have been coming from this place of how can we how can we protect ourselves from this dread, this feared result.